Hey y'all, I know it's been an eternity since you've really seen me do videos and seen my face. Yeah, what can I say? "2020 was just a hell of a year, and yeah, not much energy to really put into videos and doing things like that. But I'm hoping to kind of kick it off and revamp in 2021 and do better with making videos for you guys. So anyways, there's a few things that I've read that I really just wanted to create a video and just kind of get on y'all's radar. Not necessarily that these are new picks or anything like that, but just ones that I've recently read that I absolutely loved and I felt like I should share with you guys to read. So yeah. So the first one I'm going to start off with is Heavy by Kiese Layman. This book is just, it's everything, y'all. It's just, I don't know. I've read many memoirs, and the way that he wrote this was just so incredible. To tell his story, to just be raw and just really put his life out there and how he grew up and his family and things like that. I know this wasn't easy to write, and his battle with like his weight growing up and just a lot of things that affected him as a child and growing up and just kind of not having the proper guidance that he needed growing up. So this one had been sitting on my shelf for ages. I've seen so many people read it. I've heard so many great things. It's just one of those things where you just have a ton of books and you're trying to get through stuff. And finally I was just like, you know what? I'm going to dedicate some time to read this. And that's exactly what I did. And honestly, I wish I would have read it way sooner. So make sure you put Heavy on the top of your list to read. If you have not read it already, it's definitely a great one. Next, I'm going to talk about the last book I read. His Only Wife by Peace Adzo Mehdi. I hope I'm saying her name right. I don't want to butcher it, but this book was amazing as well. It's kind of still fresh in my mind, so I can go into a little more detail with this one, but basically there is a girl who her family is marrying her off to this rich guy, which she's excited about the marriage, only to find out that he actually doesn't come to the wedding. He has his brother stand in for him at the wedding, and so she's like, okay, whatever. And then she gets whisked away from the little town that she lives in, and you know where she's coming from is kind of like, you know, sharing rooms with her family and her mom and sleeping in the same bed. So she's just not used to coming from a place of having space and money and privacy and stuff like that. So her and her mom get whisked away. And she ends up living in this loft that belongs to her husband. And she's there for 2 months before she ever even sees his face. She has phone conversations with him, but she never sees his face. So, because he's a businessman, right? Come to find out, the reason why the marriage was kind of set up is because his mother wanted him to be married off because he's in love with another woman that the family does not like, and he has a child by her, and she's very controlling, and the family's not allowed to be around him when she's in the picture. So they're hoping by marrying him off to someone else that he'll leave this woman and, you know, be with his wife and be happy and just kind of live this life where they can be involved and whatnot. So it's like she's stuck in this situation that she didn't really know about, and now she's having to figure out how to kind of win his heart and complete this mission for his family with no pressure. So the book is based on that, basically fighting for the time of her husband and winning his affection and things like that. And then, I don't know, man, that last about 10% of the book, and I don't really want to spoil it for you guys, but it really picked up. Like, you didn't see that coming, and the drama, it just unfolds, and it's like, wow. That's all I could say is just wow. Blew my mind. So I rated this about 4.5 stars. Definitely one you should put on your radar and read. One of my favorite, this was definitely probably my top 10, maybe even top 5 books of 2020. Definitely one that I'm glad that I picked up. It's The Meaning of Mariah Carey, her memoir. I've been a longtime fan of Mariah Carey. I remember getting the cassette tapes when those things were cool, and the CDs, and just a huge fan of her. So when this book came out, I knew I had to have it. It did not disappoint. When I tell you, first of all, even though I have, a hard copy of this, I definitely recommend that you listen to this via audiobook. It'll blow your mind. Mariah Carey actually sings on the audiobook often. And just hearing her sing and telling these stories of how certain songs came to be, like some of the songs that we just absolutely love, who they might be about. It's just such an intriguing book. It gave me so much more respect for Mariah Carey to hear how she grew up, to know a little bit about her, because I think a lot of people have this misconception about Mariah Carey being this diva, and you really don't know how she became that person. But yeah, if you go back and read her story and see how she came up and how hard she had to fight to get to where she was, you'd understand. I think you would understand Mariah Carey and have a great appreciation for her. And I know I certainly did. And as a fan, I probably will reread this one at some point or re-listen to it. But yeah, incredible book, like 5 stars, blew me away. Like I said, I'm a Mariah Carey fan. Like 90s Mariah Carey, okay? So yeah, it's one that I definitely appreciated, just being able to get an insight of her life from birth all the way up until like her days of being married to Nick Cannon and having kids. So that was really, really cool to listen to. So the last book that I want to talk about, I have not read this one, but I wanted to put it on y'all's radar. The Yellow Wife by Sadiqa Johnson. This is actually our February book of the month. So I'm excited to dive into this because for months, have been hearing great things about it. I actually got on a Zoom call with the great people at Simon & Schuster, and they were able to put some books on my radar, and this was actually one of them. So super excited. Sadiqa is actually going to be on our Book of the Month chat. I believe that date is March 3rd. That we'll have the discussion at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, I'm excited to read this one and have her on with us to discuss her novel. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just kind of wanted to recap and talk to y'all about books and just chat. I know it's been a long time. I'm hoping to do more videos and get the energy. I'm just so busy with life, work, coaching kids, and sports and things like that. So life has just been extremely busy, but I'm hoping to carve out some more time for Book Girl Magic and definitely for videos this year and get a little more creative. So nice talking to y'all. I hope to see you soon, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.